Okay, cool. So it's going to wait a minute. Just going to let a few people in here, just joining in. Hey, Mel.
Hi.
Okay. So let's kick it off. Thanks everyone for joining. What we're going to do, I'm going to take you through, for those that know, we've got the Hack the Box training. We've got the Hack the Box events next week, which is going to be a 24-hour. It's going to be a 24-hour event, so starting at 6 a.m. Sydney time till 6 a.m. That's on Thursday till Friday, so 24 hours there. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Hack the Box. Everyone's gone on there or has registered or has used it before. It's if you're familiar with pen testing, you probably know your way around the Hack the Box. And as part of one of the first things you have in order to get in there is to try and find the password as part of which is embedded in the browser in the code. So. If you're completely new to pen testing or cyber, it can be a little bit intimidating and you don't really know where to start. So what I thought I'd do in this session is just take you through a really cool thing called the Juice Shop. And the Juice Shop is something that's created by AEST, which is the Open Web Application Organization, and they produce this thing called the Top 10, the AEST Top 10. And it's really tailored around the top 10 web application vulnerabilities. So what I'm going to do is, if they don't already have it, I'm just going to paste the link in here. So just click on that when you get a chance, and hopefully you'll see this Juice Shop here. I'm going to present my screen. Okay, so you should see something like this. So what this is so just to give you some context, the Juice Shop here. So it's produced by AEST, and what this Juice Shop is, it's a website that they've set up in order to, based on this top 10. So this website you can go into, you can host it yourself, you can set up yourself, which we've done. The only thing is when you set up yourself, if you're doing it in a group environment, then it's you can't actually, any of the changes or any of the hacks or flags that are captured are replicated across the board. So it means that you don't really get an opportunity to learn as well. Whereas there's now this thing called multi-juicer, which essentially just gives everyone their own instance of that juice shop or that website. So if you've got that site up now, like this, you can just type in a team name. What we're going to do, you can, rather than type in, we're just going to put in, just choose anything here, have a team name. Just type in your name. I'm just going to go with me, Adam. Okay, and what that'll do, it's going to create the team. And you can see here what it's also got a passcode down here. All right, so if you want to join my team, you can go ahead, or you can create your own team here, and that's the password for mine. But for the purpose of this, if you want to go in, just create your own team. This doesn't take long, probably only takes about 20 seconds to create the instance, so it should be pretty quick. And you can see here it's got start hacking. Okay, so now I go in here. This should hopefully load this website, and I've got this nice welcome here. Gives you a bit of an overview. The good thing about this, and as I mentioned before, with things like Hack the Box, you really got to try and figure a lot of it out yourself. And if you haven't done it before, it's hard to know where to start. With Juice Shop, you get this nice little tutorial down here. You'll see this dude pop up here, and he'll sort of give you some hints along the way. And I found this really useful because, I mean, I'm no pen testing expert. I can sort of hack my way around. And that's exactly what I did. So I think it's really cool. It's actually quite fun as well along the way. As I mentioned, I've said a few times, it's a bit like, I can see it's pretty addictive. It's a bit like playing the Xbox. It's really clever the way they sort of gamify this. So you can see here, so what we're looking at, the first part of this capture or this flag is to try and find the scoreboard. So what I'm going to do, if I just look at, try and get rid of him. On the left-hand side, you've got the menu here, just like you would on any website. It looks pretty bland. There's not much there. What we're actually looking for is a scoreboard, and you can see he's giving you some hints along the way, and how we're going to go find that. So he said, and this goes for any website, so you can start just by guessing the URL of the scoreboard. So if I come up here, I can just type in, let's just see what happens if I hit scoreboard. Okay, doesn't look like it's done anything. Okay, so now where do I go? Now the other thing you can do within the web browser is, so in order to see what's under the hood, just hit you need to go into developer mode, and to do that, you just got to hit, you can do F12. All right, and you'll see this open up on the right hand side. And so what we're looking for in that, if you didn't see it before, and if you haven't got this on yours, is it's giving you a hint that there's a JavaScript file that we need to go in and try and get some information from. What we're looking for is what that URL or what that tag might be for the sort. So looking down here, if you come over to the sources, I think by default it'll probably open up in Elements. You can come over to sources, and then it'll give you a list of all the assets or the files essentially that it gets loaded. You can see here, you got these files here, which are .js, and they're just JavaScript files. So this is what we're really looking for, these JavaScript files, to see what's inside them. So let's get this option. It's going to, if I do pretty print, it's going to display it in a bit nicer fashion. So I'm just going to hit that. All right, and you can see now I've got all this code to potentially crawl through. And I'm looking for scoreboard. So rather than do that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit Control F and find. Okay, and then I'm just going to look for the scoreboard. So let's just do score actually, because I mean, that's it. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. No, it's not. That's more to do with app. So I'm just looking for something that's going to be like a name. Okay, that looks interesting. Okay, so it's got this listed here as a path. Okay, so let's try score dashboard. I'm going to copy that there.
I'm not getting password working here.
There we go. Sorry?
My password doesn't seem to be working here, trying to get into the juice box.
It shouldn't ask. There shouldn't be a password at all. Is it? So from that link there.
Do a capital A for Adam then?
The passcode for that. Okay. Yep. What you can do
on the same token. Sorry, go ahead, Adam. My apologies.
No, that's okay. Yeah. So what you can do, you don't have to join one. You can just create your own. So if you just type in your name, it'll create a new group. So yeah, if you wanted to, the purpose of that is just to, if you break it up into teams, you could have that team, and then you could send that code to someone else that in that other, they wanted to join your team. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I just wanted to show you how to go in, and you can go in there and start playing around.
I was trying to join a team, but create a team for me, and I didn't want to have a team. I just want to join one.
I'll make a team, Steve. I'll give you the passcode as soon as it gives it to me.
Okay, then I'm gonna log out and I'm gonna join yours.
7805 F440. All small caps, Steve. Or no caps, all small Steve. STEVE. And then 7B05 F440.
Type it on the chat.
Okay.
Cool. So has anyone on the call, has anyone gone through this juice shop before? No? Okay, cool. So now you can see here, you've got, there's part of that scoreboard that's all come up now. So it's I've got one flag here. And so what I can do, by default, the scoreboard, it should now display here on the menu, which is cool. And then you've got all these different flags, I guess, that you've got to try and capture, or try and solve, I should say. What you can do, you can just show all. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, might have broken it. Okay, so if you look here, if I just click on the ones that have 1 star here, to get rid of all these. Okay, so that's showing all of them across the board. All I want to do is show the ones that the beginning ones, and then you can see on the right-hand side here, you've got some ones that have these icons here, which is just tutorials. So if you click on those tutorials, this guy will pop up and some more hints along the way. So again, it's a really good way to start. The other thing you can do as well, if you come onto the actual, if you hover over the unsolved here, it'll give you a bit of a hint as well. And if you actually click into those, if I click on one of those there, it'll take me to the AEST juice shop write-up, or exactly on what that vulnerability is and what it's looking for. So it just gives you a bit more information on where to go and finds that particular vulnerability, and what to go, what sort of code to look for. A lot of them are different, so some of them are a little bit more obvious as well. So if I look at this one up the top here, there's a bonus one. That gives you some code here. So for this particular one, I'm just going to copy this code here, iframe. Now, one of the things that can happen is people, if I pop this into a search bar within a website, just pop this code in there, what happens? Okay.
Are we supposed to pick a kind of juice?
There we go. Sorry, what was that?
Are we supposed to pick a kind of juice? I hit F12. I got the stuff on the bottom there. It looks like I'm supposed to click some kind of lemon juice or green smoothie or something. I'm not quite caught up to where you are yet.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So are you? So have you got the scoreboard?
I don't see a scoreboard. I see a bunch of different kinds of juice icons here.
Oh, okay. So what you can do if you've got it up now, if you hit just open up. Have you got F12 open there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down the bottom there.
Yeah, so on the right-hand side, if you come over to, have you got this, my screen here, have you got something similar like this?
That's pretty small. I don't know if I can make it bigger on this Google Meet or not. I can't read your text. I can see you got a whole bunch of white to the right of an icon that says JS.
Yeah, so there's nothing actually in the text at the moment. If I click on main, so in that list, I should have some files on there. So if you click on the sources, you should have a sources button up the top on the menu.
Okay, I've got my white paint on the bottom for some reason. Sources. Debugger, console, inspector, network. Debugger, networks, performance, memory, storage, accessibility.
What browser are you using?
Mozilla Firefox.
Okay.
I should be using Chrome or something?
Look, it doesn't. You should be able to do developer mode. It should be the same. But yeah, let's say if you got Chrome installed there.
I think so. I'll try to get it open. Thanks.
That's okay. Yeah, just try that. Does anyone else have any questions, or are they stuck anywhere along the way? Hopefully, everyone's got at least got the website up. No? Okay, cool. Yeah, just shout out if you do get stuck along the way. If it's moving too fast yet, please just let me know. We just want to get people up and running, so for next week, to give you a bit more to go and play around with before. As I mentioned, yeah, it's really cool because the way that this works is it'll give you a lot of hints along the way. You can go and do some more reading on some of the vulnerabilities, and a lot of these will tie back into the Hack the Boxing next week as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. So this was another one that was another flag that was there. So we're instead of injecting some code up here into the search box. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the scoreboard. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to click on the show tutorials only. Okay, and this is just a good way to bring out the other one. So if you look here, there's a privacy policy there flag as well. That should be pretty obvious. So
I see a word that says console now. I think I'm probably a Chrome thing. Is that where we're supposed to be in the console? Supposed to make some command line instructions on here or something?
Yeah, so there's console. Have you got something next to it, like sources?
I got a cursor blinking under console now.
Yep, and on the right, so you don't have another menu option there for sources.
Oh, sources, yeah. Okay, so main.
Yeah. So if you didn't click on the main the main file.
Yeah, it sends them. It's got a one window webpack. SONP equals window webpack or something like that. Yeah,
yeah. And so you can just to a bit nicer. You can hit there should. Well, see how I don't know if you can see mine, but I've got that pretty print button.
You're in a white thing above a bunch of yellow things. That blue bar is what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's main. Yeah. Mine says main there. And you say there's a print button. Oh, pretty print up there. Okay. And press the blue pretty print. Okay, I pressed that.
Yep. Yeah, that's and then I'll just make it a bit.
I did something.
Cool. So now when you're in that file, if you just go in there and just hit Control F, just because and that'll just bring up a little search bar down the bottom.
Control F. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and just type in score. Score, and then hit enter.
Okay, I see it highlighted. Yeah, it's got it's looking for all the word scores in the script somehow.
Yeah, that's right. And so we've already tried in the URL scoreboard, one word didn't work. So what we're looking for, we're just looking to try and find the scoreboard URL. And in a normal web environment, this is really, I guess it's an insecure setting, because then someone could potentially go and look at just start guessing URLs to get certain information. So there might be / customers or something, or customer data. So that's really the point, just pointing out that the URL names shouldn't be easily guessable. So for this, so if you just go down, so the first thing that'll come up is that probably about scoreboards or the title. So we're just looking for something that looks like it might be a web parameter, or a website URL. So you can see here in this list, I don't know if you can see that, but you've got, so I found the score dashboard. So if you go, just type in at the end of the URL, the score dashboard, then hopefully you should get that, should get a bit of a green tick there, and that little dude will come up and say, well done.
So you talk about a hyphen, you're not talking about SCOREDASH. You're talking about there's a score, a hyphen, and a board somewhere. That's the URL, and I'm supposed to copy that and go to a different website or something?
Yeah, so what that'll do, if you put that at the end of the URL, so if you go to that up the top in the bar there, just type in score and then dashboard, hyphen score hyphen board.
I think I may have found what you're talking about. Well, it says router link equals / and then in quotations it's got score hyphen board somewhere. I think I lost it though. I hit some buttons. There it is.
Cool. Good. Let me pop that in the link for you, mate. Let's do that.
Copy, and then I'm supposed to go up and just append that to the end, because I see the website address got a bunch of numbers, default juice biala, more numbers and stuff, AP Southeast 2, ELB, Amazon, NEWS.com, and then a pound sign. So you're saying just append that score hyphen board. I took the / as well. Does that matter?
Yeah. So if you look at so that those funny characters at the front are just the name of the server that's running the website. So if you look at I've just popped the link in there just to make it should pop up.
Oh, just click that. Okay.
You can see that. So the link should work. So the way it's working is it's sitting behind a load balancer, essentially. That URL should be the same for everyone. Anyway, just confirm that shows up the scoreboard when you get that.
So open a new tab and just paste that in a bar, and then she gets some kind of scoreboard thing up. Okay, I got getting started here. It wants a team name again because I put a period.
Yeah, that's okay. You can just create a new team name, or if anyone's got a team, if anyone's got a team there that they can post. Okay. Okay. So what the other thing is, one of the other flags there I saw was the privacy policy. So I just noticed here, privacy security. Okay, so let's just pump that in there into that URL, privacy policy. There we go. So you can see potentially, like now I've got a list of all the URLs for this website. Again, that's something that's a bit of a hole. So anyway, let's just get this one first. So if I just copy that privacy-policy, then I'm just going to put that at the end, replace the scoreboard with that. Is that not it? It might just be catching up a bit. So how's everyone going? Is, anyone else having any issues or got any questions along the way as we go through this? I guess the main thing is just want to, hopefully everyone's just got the multi-juicer shop up and they can see this. If you haven't already, just see if you can get the scoreboard. Okay, so just going to close my window there so you can see that a bit better. Okay, let's have a look. This one's still unsold. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click on this and see if we can figure out what we need to do. Okay, let's just go to this one here. So you can see there, it's a really good idea to come and have a look at this if you're not familiar, just before we start next week. Because I think a lot of the things I mentioned before will be pretty similar when it comes to the website flags. So you're going to be looking at things like looking at JavaScript files potentially. Let's see if we can do this one. Oops. Okay, so there we go. It's giving me a nice hint. So it's going to search for products containing AEST in their name. Just going to see what happens if we put it up here. Okay, sorry guys, just catching up a bit on this website. Just going to refresh that. Just a note with this, if you do come across any issues on the site itself, just go up there, just hit refresh again. Oops. Okay. Okay, this guy's a bit like the Microsoft Office paperclip. Doesn't seem to move that fast. Okay, AEST, let's try that again. Okay. Okay, so now he's sending us towards cross-site scripting attack. Okay, so what we're going to do is inject some HTML code into the application. So if you don't know what that is, let's just click on there. It's like we're going to be doing something similar to what we did before. So it's just copying this sort of HTML header here. So I'm just going to copy what he says there. And we'll paste it in here, see what he says. Okay. Okay, so it's saying that H1 tag, it's embedded in the page. So now he's giving us another thing to try and search. Okay, so now it's saying inspect the page, you should see the script-tag. So let's just go back to F12. It's probably a good idea, we should just keep that open because we might need to go back there as well. Okay, let's copy that. It's going to try one more. So it's pretty good. It's just we're walking through this sort of scenario as well. So this will hopefully come in handy when we hit the Hack the Box next week. Let's see what happens now. All right. Okay, so we got a little pop-up window there. So that's the point of that one. There we go. So that's another challenge there. Okay, look at that. Performed a DOM XS attack. Yeah, look, if you guys want to go through that as well, just try and just go back to the scoreboard if you can. Just make sure you can all see that, and that it's all functioning. As I said before, I think the main thing, the most helpful thing is just making sure that you actually get the scoreboard up, and then you can follow through the tutorials there. So how's everyone going? Has everyone got any questions on this at all? Cool. Has everyone got past any of this? Has anyone got more than three flags at this stage? Has anyone, while I'm here, has anyone done any other sort of pen testing other than either Hack the Box or any of the other sessions? Just curious to know if there's any other tools that might be helpful for anyone else on the call. Okay. So there are some with when it comes to the Hack the Box next week. There are a couple of I guess prerequisites that we're going to probably a good idea to make sure everyone is aware of, and that's just getting your tools set up. So we'll send out a sort of a shopping list on things to go and get installed on your machine. So if you guys are familiar with VirtualBox, you can run it in a VirtualBox or virtual machine. But the first thing is just to make sure everyone's by next week just has that all those tools that they need. So there's things like, if you've not heard of it, there's a thing called Kali Linux, which is a sort of, it's a virtual Linux machine, which then has a whole bunch of pen testing tools already installed. So yeah, we'll send that list out to you as well. If you've got any questions or if you get stuck on any of the setup, just reach out, just hit me up or Jordan or any of the team on Discord. Okay, so just looking through some of the other ones. I think it's probably a good idea if we just get everyone to start and hopefully go through all the ones with the 1 star. Obviously, these are the easier ones there. If you have a look, if we go up to the ones that are the more challenging ones. Sorry, it just takes a bit of time sometimes to load this. Just to make it easy, I'm just going to show tutorials. Okay, let's just sort out this privacy policy one. Okay, so use an existing or freshly registered account. Okay, so let's go and create an account. So how do we do that? Okay, let's go up to your account, log in. Okay, I'm not a customer yet, so let's just click on that link. Let's see how we go. So any password. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, it should be done. Let's just see if we can log in. Okay, cool, logged in. Okay, so we go up to accounts. What's he saying now? So, okay, privacy and security. Okay, cool. We're done. So we've got the privacy policy there. Okay, Okay, so I think that's how many more have we got of these 1 stars? Go back to scoreboard. Okay, so I'm just showing the tutorial ones. There's still quite a few there. So what I do is, if everyone could just go through for the next few days and just go through and just start knocking off some of these 1-star ones, that'd be great. And I think that'll get you all in a good sort of position to so that when we start the hackathon next week, that we don't leave anyone behind. Okay, so has anyone got any questions? Anyone stuck anywhere or not sure where to start? No.
Kind of stuck.
Sorry, mate.
Kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get that scoreboard. I guess that's what you're looking at there with the stars up. I tried to append the scoreboard to the HURL, and nothing really happened except it asked me to sign in again, and I went and I found the old password and used the old account and was looking at the same thing with the different kinds of juice icons. I guess you're saying we should go through anything 1 star between now and the next time we get online?
Yeah, look, I think it's a good idea just to do a bit of practice. I think those ones that have the 1 star are just a good place to start. It'll give you a bit more context around what they're looking for. And I think just anything with a tutorial, really, just because it'll help you. It'll walk you through a bit more if you're not familiar. But yeah, so with the scoreboard, I don't know can you see that URL that I've got up there? So in my browser, I've got that link up there.
I could see you highlighted something.
Yeah, so it should just be, so you've kind of got the, after .com, you've got slash, you've got hash, and then slash score dashboard.
That's how you got, I'm in the login right now, so I should be using the same thing that I logged in with to log in a second time on the actual gray screen here.
Oh, okay, so you're seeing this, let me just see here.
It says email, though. I didn't use email before. I used a team name before.
Yeah, that's right. So there's 2 different things. So there's the multi-juicer. So when you start up, we do that. So this screen here.
Go to the root screen here with the hash. Now I can see all the. Oh, there. Okay. Maybe I'll just hit a refresh, and maybe I'll get there. I'm gonna close the F12 examiner bar or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can close that for now. Yep. Yeah. So just let me know when you get to this screen here. So you got this sort of getting started. And this is where you first register for this juice shop.
I think I might need you to drop that link again, because when I restarted, I lost all the other text that was there. Because I got lost the connection and logged in back in.
Oh, okay. Yep, sure, no problem. Okay, I can send you that link. Because what I might have to do is, so what happens when you load this, it'll cache the last session you've created. So what I can do is go and reset your session in there, and then it'll take you back to this screen. If you can see, sorry, I'm just going to bring that up. So that
just me use a new team name, I guess. I got to this screen.
Yeah, so that's right. So you can just put any team name in there. You can just create another name, and that'll create a new instance. And then what it should do is then open up that juice shop. After it says, we should get that option to start hacking, and then when you click on that, then it'll take you to that juice shop URL.
The connection on my right's slower than the connection on my left.
Okay.
It's not doing anything. I'll start it over again. Failed to create. Oh, maybe I gotta make it longer.
Yeah, what's the name of what team did you create? And what I might do is go in the back end after this, and I'll just recreate that session. And
I can go to the original team. Oh, I lost my mic again.
Okay, it's
Because is my mic on? My mic's not on.
yeah, we can hear.
You can hear me okay? Okay. I'm not getting feedback in my ear. The original name was Steve. I can try that one again, but I've lost the password.
Okay. That's fine, mate. Look, what I can do is just I'll go and set up I'll go and have a look at your account in the admin. I'll just do that now. I can just reset that for you. I think what's happening is because you've already registered one, I think it's still loading. It's just still trying to load the old session. So let me do that. How's everyone? Is anyone else having issues getting that connected? So I can go in there and get that sorted out for you. No, okay. How are you going, Trent? Have you up and running, mate? Or Mel, how are you going?
I think I better start a new team.
Good, thanks. I'm not actually following along. I just wanted to sort of see a little bit about what pen testing is about. So this is
Cool.
sort of showing me that I probably could actually have a crack at this, and maybe I might consider doing some of the courses.
Oh, you'd love it. You can definitely have a crack. That's what it's all about. This is just about going in there. And I think this is great with the juice shop as it actually walks you through it. It's pretty cool.
But I'm pretty good at pushing buttons and things break, so.
It's all right. As long as you can break things, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Just realise
very helpful.
what hacking is. Yeah, cool. All right. So it's rolling, isn't it? I'm just going to go and...
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, got you, mate.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go and sort out your session. So I think, look, guys, we'll leave it here for now. Unless anyone's got any questions, Roland, I'll touch base with you, mate. We'll get you set up on the juice shop.
Sorry about my slow connections here.
No, that's fine. Not at all, mate. Don't apologise. So the main objective here is just to get everyone, sort of show everyone the juice shop, get involved, start doing it. As Mel said, just get in there, have a crack, start hacking. Look, I think also on the Discord channel that we've got there, if you've got any specific questions around any of the challenges there, just pop them in there, and we'll get to that and see how we can help out, and also get everyone set up with all the tools that they might need for the Hack the Box next week. Okay. So thanks everyone for coming along. Please, as I said before, if you've got any questions, you can always you can book a session with me through Rally Point. We can have a quick chat and answer any specific questions you got. How about Jordan or Dylan? You guys got anything else you want to add? No? Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thanks for your time, and good luck. See how many you can knock off.